بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا أقسم بهذا البلد وأنت حل بهذا البلد ووالد وما ولد لقد خلقنا الإنسان في كبد صدق الله العلي العظيم. Lecture number 13 for the 9th class. Students, we are studying classification. We are learning how animals and the plants are being classified. We are learning the problems. What were the problems? What were the resistance when the scientists, when taxonomists wanted to classify animal and the plants? What were the hurdles they were facing? Today, technically, we will discuss those hurdles. And I will tell you, I will switch the kingdom system of classification. Yani it is very easier for you that you will say, sir, there are two only group of the living thing. One is a plant, one is an animal. I also think like that. But I will tell you how the scientists switch from this simple classification, mean two kingdom system of classification, to five kingdom system of classification. Each time when they were forming one kingdom, they were feeling more difficulties. For example, two kingdoms were there were some problems. They adjusted some animals and plants, there were once again problems. These problems continued until five kingdom system of classification, and still five kingdom system of classification was unable to prove that that is authentic classification until the Robert Whittaker. And Robert Whittaker five kingdom system of classification was not much useful. The Margulis and the Schwartz were the scientists who actually used biotechnology, the knowledge of genetics and knowledge of the genes, and then they were able to convince that yes, this is the true classification. Mean even five kingdom of system of classification was plain system of classification, mean without explanation of the complex animal reason, because until you will not apply genetics, until you will not apply the knowledge of evolution, you will not apply knowledge of biotechnology, you will not apply knowledge of genetic engineering. These are some scientific names. You remember in the last lecture I was naming, I will name in this chapter a lot of animals with the genus name, species name, and in 1 year, 2 year I will keep adding those names. But some names which are in your syllabus, some are in your syllabus, still some animals are not in your syllabus which are written. These are just for your general information, but you have to learn the Homo Sapien. Yes, this is a Homo Sapien. Homo Sapien is the human being. Rana tigrina, you are watching. Rana tigrina is the name of the frog, scientific name of the frog. Rana tigrina, scientific name of the frog. Brassica Campestries, if you see Brassica Campestries, you are watching Brassica Campestries. Brassica Campestries is the name, genus name. This is the genus name, this is the species name. So this is the Brassica plant. Allium cepa is the onion name, onion. Tuberosum solanum, you cannot, if you don't want to remember these one, Tuberosum solanum, you may not remember, that is not the part of your syllabus, but for general information I am telling you. But Rosa indica, three names you must remember, three names. I will prefer three names. One, this name, Rana tigrina, and Rosa indica. Three names you must remember. So Homo Sapien you remember, Homo Sapien you remember, Rana tigrina you remember, Rosa indica you remember. These three names you will remember according to binomial nomenclature. And the point is that, what is the point? What is the point? Which the point I just wanted to say this thing. The point is that genus name is written and the species name is written. I think it is more visible. I was just switching off my picture so that the screen is visible to you. Now you are able to see Homo Sapien. Homo Sapien, Rana tigrina, Brassica Campestries, Allium cepa, Tuberosum solanum, Rosa indica. Which names I told you to remember? Rosa indica you will remember, Homo Sapien you will remember, Rana tigrina you will remember. What is genus? This is genus. Genus, species of the human body, this is the species of the human body. The genus of the frog, Rana, is the genus of the frog. Tigrina, species of the frog. Species of the rose flower, Rosa. Wrong. Genus of the rose flower, Rosa. Species of the rose flower, Indica. So these were scientific name, and you also remember that which scientist, these were the taxons we were studying. These were the taxons we were studying, but before that I will tell you, yes, taxonology. Taxons, the classifications, taxons, the largest taxon, the smallest taxon, we were starting from the largest. Phylum is the number one, the largest taxon. Then come the class, the second taxon, second unit of the classification. The third one, we are moving largest to the smaller, then smaller, order is smaller than the class is smaller than the phylum. We go to the family, this is the family is smaller than the order. Genus is the second smaller and second last, and the last is the species, which both are important. Species, genus are important because you are naming the animals and the plants on the basis of the genus and the species, because genus will be in the capital letter, species will be in the small letter. The names I was telling you: Rosa, Indica, rose flower, Rosa, genus, Indica, species. Homo Sapien, Homo, human being, scientific name. Homo is the genus, and the species, and the Indica, Homo Sapien is the species. Similarly, phylum, class, order, genus, species you was watching, and these were the taxons from the larger. Yes, this was the point. Who discovered larger classification? The largest classification unit is phylum. This was the point. Phylum is the largest unit of the animals. You know that when you will finish the animal and the plants with the upper hand under the kingdom, which term will come? Phylum is the largest term, and kingdom is the largest term, but kingdom, you know that is the general term, that animals and the plants, but technically in classification I will start the term from the phylum, so largest term is the phylum. We go here and we see that which is biodiversity provides variety of the products. Amazing, and that is very nice. Biodiversity, variety of the products. Do you know different type of the plants are present in the world? Do you know each plant is different from the other? Do you know that products of the plants are different? Variety of the products I am talking about. These products, the products by the plants. Do you know apple plant will give the apple only? Did you know? Did you listen any news that the apple plant produce the mangoes? Did you listen any news that mangoes produce apple? So they are specific. They will give the specific products. Rubber plant give the rubber. The latex, the mucilage come from the ladyfinger. So these products are formed. You was studying the malarial disease solution. What was the earlier solution? How they were treating the malarial patient? Do you remember in the malarial, before the discovery of the medicine, how they were discovered? They was using the quina plant. Yes. What was the chemical? Quinine. Cinchona was the plant, and quina was the plant. So they were using the plant products to cure the malaria. So different products. Plants are very useful because they are giving you fruits, they are giving you vegetables, they are giving you different type of the products like rubber, latex, mucilage, and they are also giving the medicine products as well. So biodiversity mean, due to biodiversity, different plants. Each plant is different from the others, and they are producing different products which are giving us many useful products, some harmful as well, but mostly useful. You can link with me by this linkage, and you can ask any question, and this is a good platform that you can discuss these lectures with me, and you can ask any question and I will give you answer. We go back the details I was giving you. Okay, we go back to our main topic, the two kingdom system of classification. But the point I was talking to you, when scientists started the classification, they classified animals into two groups: kingdom Animalia, kingdom Plantae, and the kingdom Plantae. And when they were dividing the plants, the animals into two groups, what happens? Kingdom Plantae, kingdom Animalia, kingdom Plantae. This is the kingdom Plantae. Where is the kingdom Animalia? kingdom Animalia, in which the animals are present. You will be also thinking, sir, classification is very easy, sir. I can be a taxonomist very easily. Sir, plants in plants group, animals in animals group, kingdom Animalia, kingdom Plante. Oh, you are very successful taxonomist. You are the taxonomist of the world. Your name must be in the book. No, this was actually research-based classification. There were problems. Now you will see how much difficult this classification was. Earlier, scientists did the same thing as you are thinking. Kingdom Animalia, they divided first of all kingdom Plante, and they divided into kingdom Animalia, and they classified on the basis of the two terms. The two terms I am defining, you are noting. Copy is in your hand and you can write or you can listen also, but you must memorize these two terms which I am speaking now. Autotroph and the heterotroph. Autotroph, heterotroph. Autotroph and the heterotroph. Where is the heterotroph? I am telling you, this is heterotroph. What is the meaning of this? Scientists classified animals and the plants into two groups by using these two terms, autotroph, heterotroph. Autotroph mean the plants which can prepare their own food. Heterotrophs mean the plants which cannot prepare their own food. What does this mean? It's very simple. The plants which the group, leave the plants even. Leave the plants even in this classification. Leave the animals, the living things which can produce the food. How they can produce the food? How they can produce the food? By photosynthesis, because they have the chloroplast. The living things which can produce the food by the photosynthetic pigment, mean chlorophyll or the chloroplast, they are called as autotroph. And when they are not going to produce the food, mean they cannot prepare their own food, mean they are without chloroplast, mean they are depending upon other things, other animals and the plant to get the food. They are heterotroph. So they actually define animals and the plants with good base, with good basic technique, that the living thing which can produce the food, that is autotroph. Heterotroph cannot prepare the food, and autotroph can prepare the food. Now there is a problem. Now you was talking about that I have divided our animals and the plants into two kingdoms very easy. No, this was the problem I was talking about. There are some plant-like characters, living things, in which Euglena, Euglena. Allah Ta'ala made a universal things, unique things like Euglena. Euglena has both characters, animals like characters, plants like characters. Not the Euglena only, many animals, many plants. They cannot prepare their own food, but they are plants. Similarly, animals, they are animals, their character is animal, but they can prepare their own food. Like Euglena. How you will adjust the Euglena in these two kingdoms? Because I verify you, look here. They have some characters which are the plant-like, mean they have the chlorophyll. Your definition was, what was your definition? Sir, chlorophyll present, those are plants. So yes, chlorophyll present in this case. Chlorophyll present. But another problem is that it is heterotroph. Amazing. So nature gave you full hand to research. Nature did not close the doors of investigation and research. Allah Ta'ala wants you deeply go into animal and the plants. Allah Ta'ala is not finishing the things. They're just making more complex so that your brain will be used more, because your brain is more complex. Nature has given you very complex nervous system. That is for use, not to sit and have a life without investigation. So that's why the scientists investigated a lot of things in their life. Now Euglena, they searched organisms who is heterotroph. Heterotroph mean it cannot prepare their own food. Now the problem already started. That was the problem I was discussing. I was switching from 2 kingdom system of classification to the 5 kingdom system of classification. The problem already started. What is the problem started? Euglena, Euglena, has 2 characters, it is heterotroph, it is autotroph, mean that amazing thing is that heterotroph in the sense it cannot produce the food, no problem, we can adjust in animals, but other hand it has chlorophyll. Oh my God. It has chlorophyll, in other hand it is autotroph, mean it should produce, but it is not producing. It is not producing food, mean plant structure chlorophyll present cannot prepare the food. It has, you can say in other words, it has the plant like character because it has the chlorophyll, it has the animal like character because it is heterotroph. Now how you will adjust such organism? Gentlemen, tell me, how you will adjust such organism? One student say, I am between 9th and 10th class. You ask my friends, you are studying in which class? I am studying in 9.5 class. What is the meaning of the 9.5 class? Sir, between 9th and 10th, half I am in 9th and half I am in 10th. You will make fun of him. You will laugh at him. But we cannot laugh at Euglena. We cannot laugh at Euglena, these are not the humans. We have to classify them into separate groups. These were the problems, straightforward the problem exists. Another problem, the one problem I told you, another problem was there. Now I will identify another problem in the classification. One problem of Euglena, you understand, and also another character of the Euglena which don't resemble the plants, lack of cell wall. It has no cell wall. So plant like character, it has animal like character, it has plant like character, it has chlorophyll, it has animal like character, it lacks cell wall, it has heterotrophic mode of nutrition, animal like character, it has the chlorophyll, it has a chlorophyll, plant like character, it has heterotrophic mode of nutrition, heterotroph, nutrition is heterotroph, it cannot prepare their own food, even chlorophyll present, animal like character. So these animals having both characters, animals like characters and the plants like characters. So they are going to be adjusted in the separate groups. That was the problem. In the next lecture I will tell you that how these problems were being resolved, because actual issue is not the two kingdom system of classification to adjust the plants who can grain and they can prepare their own food, and the animals who can prepare their own food. That was the problem. But another problem also I will tell you, which I will highlight in the next lecture, because two kingdom system of classification ignored two things that is not mentioned here. One is fungi, fungi. Fungi don't resemble plant, fungi don't resemble animal. How you will adjust with the fungi? I will come with the characters of the fungi in the next session. I will tell you what are the characters which are the fungi which are not present in the plants and not present in the animals. How you can adjust the fungus in the plants and animal? Similarly, fungus is also telling, I am not in first year class and I am not in the second year class, I am in 11.5 class. Difficult to adjust, though we will adjust. And one another prokaryote, that is the peak of the organisms, because you have to study bacteria. You will not study bacteria, we all will die, because bacteria is causing infection, virus is causing infection. Prokaryotes are with well-defined nucleus absent, and prokaryotes are not present in kingdom Animalia plantae. So problems are there, my sons. Lot of problems out there for the classification. Now if you are scientist, you will feel headache that how you will do. But scientists, you know, they have the patience, they have a life, they researched the whole life, and they found the solution of these problems. How they found the solution of the problems, I will discuss in the next session. Allah Hafiz.